Good morning from Capitan, New Mexico on a cool morning. Right now it shows to be 33 degrees outside. And just for the fun of it, let's see what our electronic devices come up with. Alexa, what's the temperature in Capitan, New Mexico?
Right now, in Capitan, New Mexico, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 77 degrees.
Hey Google, what's the temperature in Capitan, New Mexico?
In Capitan, it's currently 50 degrees.
Well, um, that's about 17 degrees off. But anyway, so whenever you're getting weather information on the internet, I'd say it's probably halfway reliable, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let me turn this heater off. Yeah, I've got one under the table here that oscillates, and it's plenty warm in here right now for me. It's 58 degrees inside. Feels okay to me. Hope it feels okay where you are. But anyway, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now, and right now just went right on by. So if there's anything you want to do, I suggest you get busy doing it, or it ain't ever going to happen. So what else? Never worry about what you cannot change, and believe me, there's a lot of that going on in the world today. That's how the news media exists, by reporting to us emotional issues that we can't do a thing about. I mean, but enough said about that. Still in my Class C motorhome here in Capitan. Nice day, nice weather, looks like. Beautiful clear skies. And I haven't seen the cats this morning yet, but they'll be here. And what else? Uh, on and on we go, guys. I got here on April the 2nd this year for the season, so to speak. And it's already been over a month. I've had my RV cover on order since April the 12th, and we still haven't got a permit. You believe that? But hopefully that'll happen in the next day or so. And by the end of this month, I'll have my RV cover done, and that'll be good because June is kind of the rainy month, even though they don't get much rain here. Rusty, are you going to do any comments? Yes, I am. Boondocking with Dennis. Check his channel out on YouTube. Good morning, Rusty. Running list, playlist. Hope you're having a great day. You too, Dennis. Enjoy your day. Caravan Dan Adventures. Gazelle is an excellent tent. Yeah, all you guys that sent me info on tents and stuff, I appreciate. I didn't know all that stuff was out there. I really didn't. I didn't know. There's all kind of stuff, and then there's been some emails about different things available. There was one I got from I think Edward, and it's actually a little fiberglass camper that weighs 800 pounds, and it's pretty interesting. But we'll see. I'm probably not going to do anything, but it doesn't. It just gives me something to play with. Uh, D. Anderson says Rusty's got bananas, a shotgun, and an EV ride, and a country boy can survive. Yeah, so far. This is Thomas Ripley on the Tiny Home Depot. Says that's funny. Inflation. My parents bought a house and a quarter-acre lot on a corner in Sacramento, California in 1946 for $10,000, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. The same house today would be $200 to $300,000. Well, that's the way it is. I bought a house. My first house I built in San Antonio, Texas, off of Nacogdoches Road, for $12,200 in that range, and it was 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. Yeah, corner lot. Diana Clausen, back in '78. This is on camping safety in Zion when you could camp in the park. I saw cougar tracks behind my tent. Slept well all night. You're right. Common sense, gut feeling. Listen. Love your videos. Don't comment much. That's all right, Diana, thank you for your comment this time. Pat. Hello, Rusty. A good movie you might like if you haven't seen it is Leisure Seeker with Donald Sutherland. It's about an older couple in a Winnebago. Well, I might do that. Might do that. Yeah, I'm always looking for good stuff to watch and read and stuff, you know. Robert, no last name. Cute. This is on the Home Depot thing. This is a shed with a loft. This is not, capital letters, a tiny home. Robert, go fish in the lake, son. Man Zahalim. Here's a comment for your algorithm, Rusty. Well, thank you, Man Zahalim. Toddster Saw. I don't want to carry a mind changer when I start traveling in my RV. I worry about traversing states that are very anti-gun, like California, Oregon, Washington, the blue states, so to speak. Yeah, I don't want to get taken to jail for traveling with a concealed weapon while trying to see the sights. Oh, but you know, you do you. That's all I can say. I do me. This is D. Niff Chris on the Home Depot. In fact, for such a construction, it is very cheap. Yeah, it says I paid for a 12 by 13, 11,545 euros, which would be about $12,000. Well, that's a lot. Yeah, it says, I guess in the U.S., such a shed you can easily buy and get placed behind the counter, whatever, I don't know. Thank you, D. Stephen Frolic, thank you for your words of experience. These are priceless on camping safety. Yeah, I just happened to think of it. I did one here a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, on trust your instincts. And this is similar, in only I added a little flavor about, you know, checking, if you're boondocking, you know, check around your campsite for tracks and stuff, because you don't want to camp right in the middle of a trail, an animal trail that is, there goes the cat. One of them anyway. That's old Four Socks. He's got 4 white feet. he's the busiest one, or she, or whatever. Anyway, LaFleur, if that was a Charger, I'd put $100 down and finance it at 35%. Okay. REIN, do you still have to pay property taxes for this house? What do you think? I mean, you think you're exempt? Yeah, I'm sure you would. Butch Kellen, how about a beer sometime? I could help you record a Beer 30 session, interview me. I've been watching you for 3 to 4 years now and have been full-time for 2 years. You know, yeah, if you want to do that, come by. We'll check out your RV and make a video for YouTube. Sure. Fantasy Island on the tiny home. My Graceland building is 20 by 10, smaller than that. That's 16K bare, not with all the upgrades that one has already. No, it's just bare bones. That's true. I'm surprised there's still a lot of people watching that video. Dracar Domitar, that's a shed, not a tiny home. Whatever. I mean, what's the difference between a tiny home? I mean, the word tiny is not, what do you call it, copyrighted just for a certain size home. Tiny just means small, okay? And there goes old Four Socks again. Q Cubby, it's a cabin, not a tiny home. Whatever. You know, that was just a spur of the moment video. It made me a fortune. Anyway, this is RV Living with the Geezer. Check his channel out on YouTube. Rusty, I think a lot of people who make negative comments on the tiny home just don't realize how simple a single man can live. Well, you know, I don't think they think. Okay. Larry Tucker, it's 2019. My wife and I stayed 19 straight days in a tent. On day 20, we bought an A-frame pop-up camper, much better. Yeah, I can imagine, sure. WTBM 123, cool. This is on the camping safety stuff. Coach Drive 1, if you had to choose only one home base, which would you choose? Probably neither one if I had to live at, well, eventually I'll probably end up in Texas somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. I mean, I think right now, Fort Clark Springs looks good, but we'll see, man. I'm not, I don't know. You're direct answer to your question. I'm not sure. I like Capitan for the months I'm here, and I like Fort Clark Springs for the months I'm there. This is on travel trailer air condition window AC installation. Uh, Lisa Anderson, OMG, thank you so much. Well, yeah, it's pretty simple. Believe me, when I do something, it's simple. All right. I mean, I don't complicate it. Alvin Masso, great driving video, Rusty. Thank you. Scotty Thompson, nice red shirt, Rusty. Cool comment call. Thank you, Scotty Thompson. He also says cool video talk. Thank you, Scotty, for your comments and enjoy your day. The masked bowler from Wisconsin. Ambrosia, you can shake some tents and they pop up. Yeah, I know they've got some of those. I had one of those things. What was it? Oh, I know what it was. It was like uh, a thing that popped up to change clothes in or use for a restroom. It was about maybe 2 feet square. And yeah, it folded up flat, but then you just pulled it and it whoop. Yeah, it had little springs in it. Yeah, I had a hard time getting it back together sometimes. Jerry Stalve, go IFO Rusty, whatever. I'm going IFO. Justin Martin on the 2021 Chevy cabin air filter replacement says 2 points to get the glove box open. Well, whatever. You saw the video. I don't even have that car anymore. Thank you though. Dandy 5. I recommend nunchucks for self-defense. They will scare and dazzle most predators if you don't knock yourself out first. No, I saw a guy do nunchucks. He was really good with them. And no, that'd be useless. While you're jumping around there and swinging those sticks, whatever it is has already had lunch. Mr. CJ Cav 64, has the goat asked about good old Thorny? Back on the meds, boy? Yeah, back on the meds there. No, the goat hadn't asked. The goat has not asked. Camping Safety DJ Davison, either have a dog of your own or camp near someone who does. Dogs can sense a nefarious character, two-legged or four, way before we do, and will let you know by barking or growling. Even Bigfoot is afraid of a dog. Well, whatever, what I say is, everybody do their own. Do I want to camp next to somebody with barking dogs anywhere? No, I don't. Ken PA on the camping stuff. From experience, I train often. Automatics are much safer than many other firearms. Safeties on a firearm are generally unsafe when it comes to even day carry. Regarding shotguns, they are much more difficult to master than most other firearms. Also, shotguns are very unsafe with a round chambered and stored. Yeah, you're right. If you have one in the chamber, whether it's a pistol or a shotgun, they're dangerous. Terry Murphy, panthers, cougars, and people. Yeah, that's it. Think about that. Hiking with Jackie Boy, great advice. Always good to have situational awareness, and that's the key. A lot of people may not think about that when they're setting up their camp because they're either on vacation or just traveling, and they're just enjoying themselves, and so they're not thinking ahead. They just want to get things done so they can relax and have a toddy or whatever. Mr. CJ Cav 64, thumbs up to you. Sheridan Gay, when you see a set of footprints, either human or animal, do you leave or stay and have a weapon ready? It depends. It just depends on how I feel. For me, it depends. Human footprints, they're going to be everywhere, so I don't know about that. But animal, I've never moved because I've seen cougar tracks or bear tracks or anything. No, no, I usually stay a night and move on. Ken PA, hey Rusty, random question sort of related to this video. What animals did you see in Mongolia? Well, I didn't see many really. I went out in the steppe, the countryside several times. You see some foxes. They have they call it a steppe eagle. It's a big bird, and of course the animals. They got yaks and goats and sheep, and foxes. I saw a couple of those. I didn't. And then in the downtown area, I can't remember if it was moose or elk, but they come right into the town. I mean, right down by the square. There's several of them. But other than that, nothing abnormal. I didn't see any bear or things like that. King for a day. On a more serious note, a scary night at a place called Target Tree Campground, National Forest east of Mesa Verde National Park. On a cold, rainy night, July 1989, we were just preparing to bed down for the night in our tent when I heard the distant howl of a wolf. Over the next several hours, multiple howls got closer and closer. It was also raining very hard, but pretty sure they were right outside our tent. Moved the kids to the center of our dome tent and surrounded them with stuff we had in the tent. Well, that's, wolves, that's the ones you got to worry about. They're smart. They pack, in large groups, and, they'll surround you. If they're hungry, they're pretty smart. So be careful with those. What else here? Same person. In my younger days, I was once attacked by a cougar just as the bar closed. Back in those days, they weren't called cougars. It took me all night to escape its clutches, but fortunately I did survive. A two-legged cougar, huh? Anyway, that's what DJ Davison says. We'll do 3 more here and then we'll shut her down. James Ortiz, when people ask me for a first gun recommendation, I suggest a 38 revolver, great for first-time carry, and light recoil recoil for women. You're sharing good information, Rusty. Yeah, 38 revolver works great. Nomadic fence man, always get plenty of training and practice. Yeah, that's true. You got to know how to use your weapon. And then this is Poodle Professor. Check her channel out on YouTube. Great advice. As a solo camper, I'm always a little scared when venturing out, even on long highway travel days. My main fear when camping out in the wilderness is mountain lions. Good points, no pun intended, about gun selection. Can't go wrong with a 38 and a shotgun. It says, can a tiny 22 shotgun work? There's no such thing as a 22 shotgun. A 22 is a caliber, okay? And that's a pistol, or you can have a 22 rifle. It'll put a dent in an animal or press nothing. No, it'll penetrate. No, it's just small, that's all. They also make a shotgun. Yeah, 410 is a small one. 410 pump be great. Wayman Samang says, such good advice, Rusty. So good for all new campers, especially. Thank you. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a goat kiss. There's the old stinking one-eared goat giving you a kiss this morning. And with that in mind, guys, enjoy your day. Thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link if you want to fool with it. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. Help you avoid gout. Kidney stones also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep. Hold it for a few seconds. Then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress. And relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Sure it is. Do it several times a day. You'll never regret it. And then what else? Stretch. Swivel. Walk. Pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. So, yeah, exercise is good for you. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought, memory, dream you've ever had. So give your neurons something positive to work with. accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye, hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha, until the next softball video coming up. Yeah, you can take a nap. Anyway, guys, adios, bye-bye.